Good morning, friends. Today we go for understanding a bit advanced concept as far as probability is concerned, which is nothing but the mathematical expectation or the expected value. Understand? What do you mean by mathematical expectation or the expected value? The mathematical expectation or the expected value is nothing but which is a single numerical value which explains about the random variable. What is that? The random variable. So what is the mathematical expectation? The mathematical expectation or else the expected value is a single numerical figure or else a single numerical value which explains about the random variable and its behavior. Then what do you mean by random variable? Before that, in the mathematics the meaning of a variable and as well as its opposite sense, constant. The constants are those things which never changes, but variables are always changes. Like pi is a mathematical constant, 22/7. Like exponential value e is a mathematical constant which never changes. But in the mathematics, the variables generally we represented by the English alphabets like x, y, always changes. A variable which is associated with the randomness, strictly speaking, with the random experiment is known as the random variable. Here also, the random variables we usually write by using the higher case alphabets letters like x, y, z, like this. Okay. A random variable is a variable which is associated with the random experiment. And you all know very well what do you mean by random experiment. A coin tossing experiment is a random experiment. Okay, dice throwing experiment is a random experiment. Picking a card from deck of cards is a random experiment. Drawing a color ball from bowl of balls is nothing but it's a random experiment. So a random experiment is an experiment in which you know all the results before itself. But at any particular time, we may not expect exactly this result only is going to turn up. Such kind of experiments are known as random experiments. To understand about the random experiment outcomes, I mean to say the results or else the events, we generally get that information by assigning a symbol. That symbol is known as the random variable, like in terms of x, y, z. Okay. Now let us suppose that x is a random experiment, particularly tells about what to call the tossing of a coin. Okay. So when you toss the coin, let us suppose that x represents getting the heads. Heads, isn't it? So how many possibilities are there when you toss the coin? Like let us suppose that 2 times if you toss a coin, there is a possibility of getting first time, second time head only. First time head, second time tail, and first time tail, second time head, is it? And finally both the tails. Okay. Now if you see this random experiment, if you put in the order, in the ascending order, so let us suppose that in the what to call the last information, if you write how many heads are there, 0 heads are there. Like how many what to call heads are there here, 1 heads are there. Okay, so like that here 1. Now again how many heads are there, 1 heads are there. Okay, And now here how many heads are there? 2 heads are there, which is repeated here. Okay. Now such a way, what you can write based upon the what you call the tossing of the coin, you can write the information of that output like this. Okay. And its probability also you can express like 1 by 3, 1 by 4, okay, like 1 by 2, different numbers. So what do you call these? This strictly we are calling as a probability distribution. Next we are going to discuss. For time being, what is a random variable? A random variable is a variable which is associated with the random experiment, whether that is a coin tossing, dice throwing, or what you called picking a what you called a wanted card from deck of cards. Okay. So then mathematical expectation nothing but it's a single numerical value which explains about the random variable. Getting my point? So in the probability concept, the mathematical expectation is denoted by like this. Expected value of x. How do you read? Expected value of x, which is nothing but what? Sigma xi into probability of xi. This is the formula, where I takes values from 1 to n. Okay. So what is that? This is the random variable value in the given problem and corresponding probability if you multiply, and like that multiplying all the things, if you take the total sum, then you get what you call the random experiment. I mean to say you are going to get the expected value. So if you expand this one, what do you get? Let us suppose that the first value, how do you write? X1 into probability of x1 plus x2 into probability of x2 plus dash 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 plus finally what you get? X3 into probability of, I mean to say what you call xn into probability of xn. This is called the expansion. Understand? Strictly speaking here, the random variable is of what type? Discrete type. There are one more type of random variables are there, you call them as a continuous. When do you identify how to say the random variable is a discrete? When it assumes only the integer values, like this. But the random variable assumes the values between the two ranges 0 to 1 or else 0 to 10, 10 to 20, okay, 20 to 30, dash 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 like that. What you call that? You call that continuous random variable. Then the technique you will apply what you called the continuous mathematical expectation. So 0 to 10, how many values are there? Don't say only 10. So here 0.001, which will be between 0 to 10. 0.002, that also will be 0 to 10. Like that, how many values will be there? Infinite values would be there. That means if you cover each and every value in this interval, in this limit, you call that the continuous. When the continuous situation comes, mathematical technique we are going to use integration. What do you call this one as? Integration. The symbol is called integration, integral symbol. Strictly speaking, sum, elongated, yes, this one. Okay. So for your level, we are focusing the mathematical expectation concept only for discrete sense. There actually the random variable x takes only the discrete value 0, 1, 2. Then what is the mathematical formula? Expected value of x is equal to sigma xi into probability of xi. That's all. Strictly speaking, the mathematical expectation is little bit improved answer over the probability. So in the probability you are going to explain about the chance of what you called getting done that particular activity. But whereas through the expectation you are going to say actually what is the thing is going to happen. Now how do you understand this? Let us suppose that when you toss the coin, okay, third time, or what you called, let us suppose that when you rolls the dice to get the number 3 is what you call, what is the chance? Some 1 by 6 is there. To get the number 4, again 1 by 6 chance is there. This is called the probability. But exactly when you are going to get the 3 number, when you are going to get the number 4, most of the times can be guessed by using the mathematical expectation. Nearby answers it is going to give, not the exact answers, remember. Entire probability concept is on expectation. Okay? So directly by assuming these values you cannot jump into a conclusion. Other aspects also we need to consider when you go for taking a final decision. Understand? So mathematical expectation. So what is the definition? Expected value of x is equal to sigma xi into probability of xi. Now you will do a simple example problem, then you will understand the wonderfulness of this concept, mathematical expectation. This concept, this small concept is very, very important for the next big concept, what we are going to understand, which is nothing but the probability distributions. Okay? Let us have a small problem regarding mathematical expectation. Now look at this beautiful realistic example, how beautifully this mathematical expectation concept have been applied here. Now, if probability that a man fishing at a particular place will catch 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, 4 fish, or 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1 respectively, what is the expected number of fish caught? Simple example, but very, very beautifully applied this mathematical concept. Now, how to understand this? You know, fisherman, what is main work? To catch the fish. Generally, while fishing, these fishermen over a period of time usually finds one good spot nearby what you call the river, or else what you call the I would say pond. Especially they will be sitting over there constantly and fishing, what you call catching all these fishes. By considering the previous experience of this fisherman, so these are the probabilities are given. So usually for catching one fish, how much probability is there? 0.4, 40%. If he patiently waits for 1 hour or 2 hours like that, there is a chance of getting what you call 40% of only one fish. If he wants to catch 2 fish, what is the chance? 30% is there, 0.3. Like for 3 fish, 0.2. If you want to have 4 fish, only 10% chance is there. Usually that happens. If more number of fish they want to catch means the probability is going to be very, very less. But here the question is, by taking the random variable values, because one cannot expect how many fish they are going to catch. That means this situation is a random experiment. So these are the random variable values and these are the corresponding probability values. We need to find out overall way how many fish is going to catch. We are not providing only the probability information. In the previous problems, if you see, in the previous lectures, if you observe, finally what you are concluding, some 60% chance is there, like 0.6, 0.2, 0.4. Such a way we are giving the answer, but here exactly we are going to give what is going to happen regarding that information. Hence, the mathematical expectation is a little bit improvement over the probability concept. Still, you need to be careful, cautious, isn't it, while going for a decision. Now, what is the formula? You know very well, the mathematical expectation. So, which is nothing but, okay, sigma xi, probability of xi. So, what is xi value? First value is 1. What is corresponding probability? 0.4. You multiply plus same. What is the next random variable value? 2. Its corresponding probability is 0.3. This word is very, very important in the mathematics terminology. Respectively. Respectively indicates means they follow the order, whatever order has been given previously. Same way plus. So for 3 fish, what is the chance? 0.2. Plus for 4 fish, what is the chance? Okay, like 0.1. And we multiply and take the sum, and we are going to identify what are the number of fish is going to catch. Okay, let us see the procedure of the problem. Steps are important. So here what is that? x1, x2, x3 values 1, 2, 3, 4, and probability of x1 0.4, probability of x2 0.3, 0.2, 0.4. So what is the expected number of fish? What is the formula? I takes values from 1 to 4, xi, pxi, means probability of xi. So expanded. So 1 into 0.4 is 0.4, 2 into 0.3 is 0.6, 3 into 0.2 is again 0.6, 4 into 0.1 is 0.4. So by taking the total, we got 2. The final answer is 2. So what is this indicates? According to these probability values, whatever has been given in the problem, he is going to catch how many fish? 2 fish. So this is the advantage of the mathematical expectation. Through the mathematical expectation, we are approximately expecting the value of the random variable. Okay. So this is what do you mean by mathematical expectation. So after coming to understanding about what you called the mathematical expectation, and now we are going to understand very, very important concept, which is nothing but distributions or probability distributions. Probability distributions. Probability distributions. This is highly advanced information as far as the statistics is concerned, which is completely based upon the probability. Understand? What do you mean by probability distribution? Okay. Now all of you look at this example. Random variable x is there, and its value I am going to provide 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 8, 3, 4, 6, 1. And its probability I am going to provide 0.2, okay, 0.14, 0.3, 0.1, okay, 0.03, and some, let us suppose that 0.18. Now if you look at this summed of information in a table format, okay, up to this you already encountered in the first unit. So variable information and its frequency value, 0 repeated for 2 times, 1 repeated for 8 times. So what do you call this? You call up to these two informative rows as frequency distribution. Frequency distribution. Understand? But to this variable, if you are providing the probability also, then what happens? These two things we are calling as the probability distribution. Probability distribution. Then how do you define the probability distribution? The probability distribution nothing but the spread of the probability values according to the what you call the random variable values in a sample space. Okay, spread of the probability values accordingly to the random variable values in a sample space is known as the probability distribution. That means all the probability values are splitted into small probability informations, because as you all know very well, according to the axioms of the probability, the total probability should be equal to 1. Probability of sample space is equal to 1. Here also the total should be equal to 1. So the spread of random variable values correspondingly with that of what you call the probability values is known as the probability distribution. The probability distributions are two types. Probability distributions are two types. One type of distributions are known as discrete type distributions, and one more type of distributions are known as continuous type distributions. When you say the probability distribution is of discrete type of distribution, whenever x takes only integer values like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, dash like that. When you say the probability distribution is of continuous type, whenever the random variable x takes the values between two limits like 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, like that. Understand? This is very important. So what are the examples for the discrete probability distributions? I mean to say the random variable should be of discrete in nature, like what you call the number of heads turned up when you flip the coin into the air. Absolutely discrete type. 0 heads, 1 heads, 2 heads, or 0 tails, 1 tail, 2 tail, like that exact numbers you get. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Same way, number of mistakes in any, let us suppose an encyclopedia or else a dictionary, number of mistakes. Will you define mistake as 0.01 mistake, 0.02 mistake? You cannot define like that. You define the mistakes in terms of exact numbers. 0 mistakes are there, 1 mistake is there, 2 mistakes are there, like that. What do you call that? The discrete sense. Number of students, discrete sense. Number of chairs, you cannot define 1.5 chair or 2.8 chair. Chair means a complete form should be there. Number of cars, number of two-wheelers, number of theaters, these are all measured only in the discrete sense. Pens, books. Then what are the examples for continuous sense? The best example is nothing but the height of the human beings. If you want, you can measure the height in terms of continuous way, like 2.21, or else 5 feet 0.12 inches, something like that. 6 feet 0.42 inches. Even weight, So height, weight also can be measured in terms of what you call decimals. 5 kilos, 0.4 grams. 80 kilos, 0.8, what you call grams, milligrams, isn't it? So height, weight, best examples for the continuous. Age, one more best example. So generally, for understanding purpose, what do we say? 20 years, 25 years old, 40 years old, like that we tell. But strictly speaking, you can measure the age in terms of seconds also. 40 years, okay, 6 months, 24, 23 hours, like what you call minutes, nanoseconds, like that also you can measure. So age is a best example for continuous random variable. Strictly speaking, in this real world, most of the situations, what we see, what we confront are of what type? Continuous type. But the what you call the discrete kind of situations are very much limited one. But to measure both the kinds of things, these beautiful mathematical concepts have been developed, probability distributions. So what is a probability distribution? Distribution of the probability values accordingly to the values of the random variable is known as the probability distribution. There are two types of probability distributions are there. One type are known as discrete type of probability distributions. One more type of distributions are known as continuous type of probability distributions. Okay. Don't confuse. Frequency distribution is different, that is alag. But here we are discussing about the probability distribution. Frequency distribution in the first unit, we calculated mean, median, mode, those are all frequency distributions. Very basic way of measuring the data. But this is probability means advanced concept. Both you cannot compare at all. So, discrete, continuous, we learned. Then what are the very, very important probability distributions which can be considered as the discrete type of distributions? The very, very important discrete type of probability distributions are, the first one is binomial distribution. Binomial distribution. The next one is Poisson distribution. Poisson distribution. Now under continuous type, under continuous distributions, the very, very important distribution is nothing but the normal distribution. Normal distribution. Okay. These three are all in your syllabus. But besides these distributions, any other distributions are there? Yes, negative binomial distribution. One more best example for discrete distribution. Cauchy distribution. Beta distribution. Gamma distribution. Like that, some 20 to 23 probability distributions are there. Based upon the situation, based upon the information, we can apply all those distributions. But very, very familiarly, most of the times we apply these three distributions only. What are those? The first one is the binomial distribution. The second one is the Poisson distribution. Both falls under discrete type. That means here, always you need to find this character like 0, 1, 2, 3. Integer values assigned. But whereas for the normal distribution, the values are going to be between what you call the limits. Okay. So limits are else what you call in terms of the intervals. So today what you came to know, we understood what is a mathematical expectation. Okay. What is the formula? Sigma xi, probability of xi. And also we came to know what is a probability distribution. Distribution of the probability values accordingly to the random variable values. How many types of probability distributions are there? Two types. One type are discrete type and one more type are continuous type. How do you find x values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? Here the x values are going to be in terms of the limits. So what are the best examples for discrete type of distributions? Binomial distribution, Poisson distribution, Bernoulli distribution, negative binomial distribution, all falls under discrete type of distributions. Under continuous type, what do you find? Normal distribution, Cauchy distribution, beta distribution, gamma distribution. Okay, all this falls under what you call the continuous distributions. Here they assume the values in terms of the intervals. Okay, so in the next class we are going to understand the first kind of the probability distributions. What is that? The binomial distribution. Okay, now I stop here. Thank you so much.